Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite YouTube channel and podcast. Keep that same energy podcast with your host, Justin P., and my co host, the man, the myth, the legend, the villain or the vigilante, Mr. Maurice Savage Jr. By the way, on Thursdays, I think at 8 o'clock, go check out The Way Love Goes. It's featuring my guy Maurice and his cousin Gary Williams. Y'all can check that out, on StreamYard and also on his Facebook channel, Facebook page, and they also have the Way Love Goes Facebook page itself. So y'all go over there and show them some love, man. It's good stuff because everybody can relate to relationships, situationships. So it was very interesting. So yeah, go check my guys out. Today is episode 212. Maurice got some great topics for us. So without further ado, the man, the myth, the legend, my co-host, your co-host, Mr. Maurice Savage Jr. Yay, yay!
Oh, as always, man, it feels good to be back. You know what I'm saying, with the big bro doing how we always do. First of all, I want to give him a shout out too for because he's the reason why I started this whole thing off about almost 4 years ago. He the reason why I started this thing off, and the reason why I started That's the Way Love Goes. We also going to be having a men's spinoff called the 360 podcast. We're gonna be doing that on every Mondays, doing that, and that's gonna be like the male point of view on life and everything that goes on in life. You feel me? And then shout out to my man Jack Gaines. You feel me? I'm pretty sure you know who that is. My man Jack Gaines. We also working on our own podcast as well. You feel me? Giving more depth. Getting more in depth with life for real. A lot of things that people scared to say and won't say, we out there. So I'm pretty much everywhere out there. But you know what I'm about to get into. As always, man, we're gonna hit you with some opinions. You feel me? Because when it comes to these things, man, we think hard, man, and our opinions really matter because we ain't talking no bullshit. And then, of course, we're gonna hit you with some emotions because I definitely get emotional when I'm talking about the Celtics, the Ravens, and the Giants. But at the end of the day, it don't matter unless we hit you with the facts.
That's a fact, Jack. See, man, my co-host, he's in a lot. He got a lot of stuff going on, man. Hats off to him, man. He got good stuff going on, man. He gonna make it big, man. All right, so it's your night to conduct the show. Co-host, go ahead, take the floor away.
Okay, I definitely want to hear from the family and friends on this one too, and definitely hear your thoughts. But I thought Draymond Green would never think about leaving the Warriors because I also felt that he wouldn't fit anywhere else. So my topic number one is, what's your thoughts on Draymond Green not wanting to stay with the Warriors and testing free agency?
All good things got to come to an end. So they had a great run, 4 championships. They've been to 6 total. So hey, man, all good. Like I said, all good things gotta come to an end. Like eventually, they were gonna break this team up sooner or later. So them trading for Chris Paul, I guess they saying they want to get one more championship run before they completely blow it up. Because if you give up a young asset like Jordan, what's the name, all that,
Jordan
bring
Poole.
in, yeah, and we'll get into that in a couple times. So yeah, obviously they still want to compete. I think Draymond going to resign with the Warriors. It's just him and his. I don't know if he's in his feelings right now or not, or he feel like his value not down, his value not appreciated from us and other media outlets. But we'll see. If he was to test free agency, only a handful of teams would be interested. Like maybe the Bulls, the Celtics. I don't know because y'all got Robin Williams who already do similar stuff.
Hmm.
Just not as good as a passer, but yeah, undersized, power forward. And then, like I said, now I can see if he was doing what Barkley was doing or doing what Zion was doing, giving people 20 a night, then yeah. But you undersized, you a solid defender, and you pass good. So that'll be the only reasons somebody will take a look at you. But it's not going to be a whole lot of teams up jumping up there for the Draymond Green bag because he's getting older. He's in his 30s now, so I don't know. They and a lot of teams feel like, are you really that good without Steph and Clay? So it's like I don't
Mm.
know. His best bet is to resign with the Warriors.
Oh man, that's some good stuff. Well, the first thing I'm gonna say is, I told a couple people this, and I should have told you this a long time ago. Once I saw that the Warriors was keeping everything homegrown, a lot of those players are homegrown, and you definitely keeping Clay no matter his injury, you keeping Curry no matter his injury, and then all the things that Draymond Green is doing, and you still keeping him. And then Jordan Poole became a star right underneath our noses. I was telling a lot of people that this could be the modern day Spurs. This could be the modern day Spurs. Everything is homegrown. No major trades and things of that nature. There have been some people who have came, You feel me? But I'm talking about like nothing major where the Warriors needed that piece to win a championship, except for Kevin Durant for real. So it would be shocking to me that well, it won't be shocking to me, but it is shocking to hear that this is even a conversation. I mean, from all the things that they put out there in the media, is that this guy is the reason why they win championships, which I think is always a slap in the face when I see what Draymond Green did, when I see what Kevin Durant did, when I see what Clay did, and what Steph Curry always do. And then, I mean, shout out to Sean Livingston. People forget about an unsung hero like him. So, oh yeah, who else? Then they have what was the fast guy that used to play for the Suns and then came to them? Fast Spanish Mexican guy, number 11. Oh my goodness, Leandro Barbosa. Hold on.
Yeah, Andros Barbosa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So guys like that who helped build the foundation and all that. So it's definitely shocking to hear that his name he's talking about going to free agent, and because I wouldn't think it would happen. And then I'm thinking like his style of play, I don't think nobody would really want him and need him. He gives me YMCA type vibes. Now, if there was anybody who would grab him, I did think about my Celtics doing a move like that, but after grabbing KP, I don't think that's going to happen. I could definitely see him teaming up with LeBron. I mean, LeBron went back to the number 20, went back to 6, so 23 is open. And they definitely cool. They were just chilling with each other at some little party do the off season. Um, uh, I want to say the Clippers, but I mean that the Clippers going to look even worse if he comes down there and they got all those players and they still don't perform. The closest thing I can see him going to, and I will like, mind you, now I say all the time how I don't like Draymond Green in no type of fashion at all. The only team I can see him going to with the style that he played and the way that he is, the Grizzlies. That's about it. And I can see them actually turning around. I can see him actually getting in I call him Mama Rant, everybody. I can see him getting in Mama Rant ass like, yo, you the key. I'll make sure you get the ball every time. I got Draymond Green probably shooting percentage going up, probably leading the league in assists, like changing his game around where he gets looked more as Draymond Green at them first couple championships with the Warriors. So I mean, like I said, I am shocked to hear this, but if he was to go, I, the only thing I would say best fits is him shining with LeBron, or I would definitely love him to see with the Grizzlies what they got doing out there. Because I mean, you would have him, Baines, Morant, and Steven Adams. I can respect that for that. I mean, I ain't fearing nothing, but with the rest of what they got, I can respect that for on the court. Oh shit! And I forgot. I just forgot. We about to go into it right now. I can respect it. Marcus Smart as well. So topic 2. What's your thoughts on Marcus Smart going to the Grizzlies?
Oh man, the Grizzlies are basically having a plan B because they be without their best player for 25 games. So Tyus Jones, I don't know if he's still there or not. I haven't been really keeping up with all the moves. So they need a point guard to hold the fort until you get back. What better to get a defensive player of the year? A guy that just was in the finals last year. So he could hold the fort down until Morant come back. So that definitely it was a good move. Then when Ja come back, you can have Ja off ball or have Marcus Smart off ball, depending on what they want to do. But it makes a lot of sense. And then they're already a good defensive team. They just made their defense even better, bringing in, like I said, a former defensive player of the year award winner. So yeah, it was a good move, man. It was a good. He needed to get away from Brown and Tatum, honestly, the way he can really get appreciated more. So yeah, it was a great move by the Grizzlies. It's, because they, like I said, Morant's gonna be gone for a quarter of the year.
Well said. Well, for me, I'm gonna tell you how I found out the Marcus Smart news. I woke up and I seen the Celtics thing going off saying we celebrate Marcus Smart. That's all you seen was balloons and all his highlights and shit. And I'm like, what? I mean, I knew the team had to get split up, but I didn't know who it would actually be because sometimes teams would do that. They'll get rid of Jaylen Brown or get rid of Tatum and keep Marcus Smart. You feel me? Something like that. So that's what I thought. I mean, he was the longest Celtic out of everybody that was on the Celtics right now. He's the longest Celtic, and then Jaylen Brown is after that. And we talking about the Kyrie Irving days. You feel me? Isaiah Thomas type shit. So for the Grizzlies, I think it's a good move. Before I really go into the team, I'm gonna go into Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart, man, here's your chance to win these 25 games. Here's this chance where you can lead this team. You can give Chris Paul vibes. You can give Rondo vibes. You've been shooting these crazy threes and making these crazy shots. Here's your chance to show some consistency where somebody can be like, okay, we might can get him on the Grizzlies and put him on another team and give him big bucks or be on another championship team. Not to say the Grizzlies not. As you said, he definitely gonna get the ball to Morant. I think Morant needed that too. I think Morant needed somebody that was gonna give him the ball and not him bringing the ball up all the time. That's gonna be good. It takes the pressure off of Morant too because 9 times out of 10, Marcus Smart is gonna be sticking the best guy. So that help you. And normally for certain teams, the best guy is point guard, shooting guard, small forward. So he helping Morant for real relax a little bit on defense. This is a good move. This is a good move. I saw some little report that he basically got the same career as Tony Allen. Him and Tony Allen went to the same college. Both played for the Celtics. Both went to the NBA Finals. Of course, Terry Allen won it. Tony Allen won it, and then they both went to the Grizzlies. And I think that's when Tony Allen won his Defensive Player of the Year when he was on that. So, like I said, this is a good move. I just believe Marcus Smart, do not waste these 25 games. You literally can put yourself in the top tier of player names. Like you can put yourself in the top 25. I mean, right now you probably top 30, 40 overall. But I think with these 25 games and on a new team, refreshing your career, and then you went to another defensive team. It's not even like you went to a team where it's all offense. You can still be the same person you is. So there's really not much can change. So I like the move without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, man. But and it's crazy that you gave him the Tony Allen comparison. They got, definitely, and they both 6'4", so and they got a lot in common. But yeah, like I said, it's a good trade for the Grizzlies.
Okay. All right. Topic number 3. We just bringing up my Celtics. What's your thought on KP coming to the Celtics?
Okay, for those who don't know, that's Kristap Porzingis. It was a good move. That's what y'all needed. Y'all needed a big that can shoot because, like against Miami, the shots was just not falling like that. I mean, y'all fought y'all way back, but then Game 7, y'all laid back down again. Robert Williams and Al Horford were basically unplayable because they couldn't knock down no shots, and they don't create no offense. Porzingis can create offense. He can play with his back to the basket. He can face up. He can pull up, shoot threes, and he actually can pass a little bit. So yeah, now you down with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown draw. They can kick out the KP, can spot up and shoot, and this post game got a lot better. So yeah, I needed that. I was hoping y'all was. If I didn't realize y'all didn't have a first round pick, I was hoping y'all would get a big in the draft, but y'all got one in KP. So losing Small getting KP is a basically an upgrade. Because although he might not be the defender Marcus Williams is, Mark Smart is, he's a way better scorer. So now you got 3 guys that can give you 20 plus a night. So yeah, it was a great move for the Celtics.
Well, for me, I've been saying this for the longest time. Since we lost in the NBA Finals, for the past 2 years, I've been saying, yo, the Celtics need one more guy. Because what happened is I kind of thought that Marcus Smart, because Marcus Smart offense was getting better. But I knew for sure that Marcus Smart was inconsistent. He had no consistency at all. I mean, it makes me mad that Marcus Smart could give me 5 straight games with double doubles, 3 straight games with a triple double, and then give me 10 straight games of 8 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 steals. And then we just talking about his great defense or how he got 4 steals at the end of the game that helped push the Celtics for the win and all that. And it was getting kind of irritating. I mean, I really wanted Marcus Smart to be a better Rondo, but he wasn't. I can't even say he's a better Rondo because at least Rondo was knocking down shots. Rondo had 40-point games for the Celtics. He had key shots for the Celtics. He was a key guy. But I mean, I'll give Marcus Smart being one of the best Celtics, and he's going to get that because of his tenure. But I was also thinking this too, signing of KP. We needed that third score. And I think about Giannis, and I think about Joel Embiid, and I think about Bam. You just clogged it up even more for those guys. Like I think it's going to be hard for Bam and all these Joel and all these guys to score. They're going to still get their numbers, but it's going to be even hard. Jason Tatum is long. Jaylen Brown is long. Besides, I'm talking about their length. The Celtics are a defensive team that can score when they stop you. So I think they put more pressure on everybody now. It shouldn't be no reason why they don't go to the into the NBA Finals. They really showing belief in Derek White, and Derek White plays. I'll say this: Derek White is not the passer that Marcus Smart is or the hustler, but he plays defense and he's more consistent in making them jump shots. And I like his offense better than Derek White. Like I've seen Derek White get numbers You feel me? And I know his confidence is only going to go higher. We're getting the new opportunities, and then I mean, you double teaming Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown now KP. You bound to get open shots. You bound to get open shots for real. And then I think when he hit that game-winning shot at the, I think that probably gave him the starting job right then and there. You feel me? So I like the move. I think KP's defense is going to get better because that's what he needed. He needed to be. I think every team that he played for was just offensive driven. I think now he's going to be more of a defensive guy. It's about time he got to set his ass put, because I was even thinking this. You feel me? I couldn't wait to do the show if we would have got KP, but I was going to say either we get KP or we get Karl Anthony Towns. It's just that simple because we need something big. I love Robert Williams, but he's just a high energy rebound block, get your alley hoops all day. He not gonna give you no scoring, and then he give me type of dummy defense, meaning he gonna play good defense. But if he go against a guy like a Bam and Joel, they gonna do certain moves on him where he playing good defense, but they fucking him up. So I'm glad that this happened. I definitely wanted Karl Anthony Towns, but something in my head was like, yo, he gonna come here and just try to be a jump shooter and not be big. With KP, I see this guy be big. I see him be big. He don't just he a better jump shooter than Karl and than Cat, shall I say? And he don't even shoot that many shots. Like he give me Dirk Nowitzki vibes, but a little bit more aggressive. So I like it. It shouldn't be no reason why my Celtics, bar no injury, shouldn't be no reason why my Celtics not in the NBA Finals or definitely the Eastern Conference Finals for real.
I've been there the last 2, 3 years, 4 years, like shit, like I've been there the last 4 years, basically.
Yeah, and dating all the way back to the Isaiah Thomas for past couple years, it's been either us or the Cavs.
I think y'all still cursed by that because how y'all did Shorty, man. Shorty went up there and played when his sister died, and they still did. They did him. Yeah, they did IT dirty, man. They every diehard Celtics fan said they did him dirty. I think y'all still get like. I think the basketball gods are still punishing y'all for that.
I can say that too because wasn't nothing wrong with this dude, and it was like they was making excuses. We wasn't playing better without him. He was the man, and what happened is I start to believe, not to go off, but I start to believe that when you start to tarnish other people's legacies, they get you out of there. Unless you're a huge fan favorite, they cool. Like prime example. Let me see some. Paul Pierce. He never was in a conversation of MVP in any of the years he played. Finals MVP, that's it. Isaiah Thomas, one of the shortest guys all time in the league, I think he came in like third or fourth in voting MVP. And that was the big thing that was going on during that time. Paul Pierce has never been in this conversation. Like they was doing that a lot. Like, hey man, he must be doing something. And then, I mean, those guys, probably was gonna want a big pay. And I guess you felt like, well, Kyrie just did what he did. Like I said, I think they definitely gave up on it a little bit too quick. I don't even think Isaiah Thomas got a chance to play with Jason Tatum. No, he didn't. So you see what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely think it was giving up a little bit, and yeah, it was just done dirty. I can't say nothing about it. All right, next topic. Give me your thoughts on CP3 not going to the Wizards, but to the Warriors.
Yeah, man. Like we just talked about this at first, but now I had a funny feeling, that he was gonna get moved because it just make no sense to him be on that roster with the Wizards. Like, granted, he did what he did with us, but we had other pieces that was like in place that you could see, like Shea and all those other guys, Adams. The Wizards, they're in a complete rebuild. Like I said, the GM forgot his name. He was just our assistant GM. So he basically taking a page out of Sam Presti book, rebuild. Man, we traded Westbrook, Paul George. We had our chance to make a run. We didn't make it. We blow it up. We're gonna restart over, and then it's working out for us. Now we getting the talent. Now, like I said, this year we could make the playoffs. The Wizards doing the same thing. Bradley Beal don't want to be here no more. We're not gonna contend, so we might as well go ahead. But they could have got a lot more for him. But anyway, Chris Paul to the Warriors is gonna be interesting to see because now is Steph gonna play shooting guard, or is Chris Paul gonna come off the bench? Is Clay going to move the small forward? It's like those type of things. Like, are you going to move Wiggins, the power forward, and then move Draymond, the center? I think he's staying. All that testing free and shit, that's just him and his feelings. But so now, who's going to move where? Like, that's the $1 million question because him playing with them makes sense because he's going to give the ball up and let them shoot. But it's just now what you're going to do. You're going to have a 4 guard lineup, like that's the thing. Now Steve Kerr got some interesting things to think about. Because like I said, you could go Chris Paul, Steph, Clay, Wiggins, Draymond, and just play all small ball, but then you'll get killed on the boards against a team like Minnesota, Utah Jazz, Denver that just won it all. The Lakers with AD and all them. So you will get Memphis with Jared. You will get killed if you play that type of ball. So are you going to bring Chris Paul on the bench and just let him and Steph play together every now, in the course of the game? I think that's what you should do. You should bring Chris Paul off the bench. Like I said, in this part of his career, I know his ego might not let him do it, but let him come in the second unit and just let him play with Steph and Clay, durations of the game. But if you start all three, like I said, now you're going to weaken yourself. And now are you going to take Wiggins out the floor? Like you're not going to take Draymond off the floor. Too good of a defender and a passer. So now who's going to get taken off the floor? Like now you're going to hurt yourself size and depth wise. So, but far as like him distributing the ball to Steph and Clay, it's definitely be fun to watch.
Well said, bro. As always. Well, for me, I'm not saying this is going to be the start lineup, but I can't wait to see the lineup that you just called out. I can't wait to see how it looks with Chris Paul, Jordan. It would have to be Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Jordan Poole playing a small forward.
Poole gone, bro. Poole got traded for Chris Paul.
I forgot. My bad.
Yeah.
I'm tripping up. That's what messed me up because if Jordan Poole stays,
they don't have Chris Paul. That's the only thing attractive that Washington wanted. That they knew the Golden State wouldn't mind giving up.
So Jordan Poole on the Wizards, right?
Yeah, they gave up Jordan Poole and they gave up 2 first-round picks. So the Wizards actually won this trade because, like I said, you got 2 first-round picks. Chris Paul might retire this year. So,
what I would say is because this is what I was going to say, and then I'm gonna get back to it would have been better if there was some type of way, even though it couldn't happen. It would be better if some type of way Chris Paul was on that team while Jordan Poole was on the team. The reason why I say that is because it's clear that Jordan Poole is the future, and Chris Paul would be guiding that guy. Would have been guiding him and making him be the next best thing. But since it don't go like that, I'm sitting up here thinking, who's going to come off the bench with Chris Paul to help him lift the team up? I think he's going to do good. You feel me, with the less amount of minutes and give you more production. I feel like Chris Paul problem was he was playing for a long ass time and couldn't give you long production. So if he gave you 27 points, you feel me, he probably was quiet all third quarter and gave you 17 in the fourth quarter, and that was his best spurt. So I feel like it should be good. He gonna be fucking guys up who come off the bench, but then even still. In this league, in this lifetime that we in, those guys gonna be trying to take shots at Chris Paul. Them guys coming off the bench, I want to get starters minutes or I want to be a star off the bench. So I got a chance to get Chris Paul. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do him in. So I really don't understand kind of why they did it, and if I want to say I did. This must be letting me know that you chose Draymond Green over Jordan Poole. That's what that basically lets me know right then and there. So you definitely might be on to something. Draymond Green ain't going nowhere. But I just want to know who's going to be coming off the bench with Chris Paul lifting those guys up. I'm gonna have to do a roster check later on and get back to the family and get back to you with it. But I would have to know that because the starters I trust, Wiggins, Draymond, Looney. We already know Clay and Steph and Clay. I definitely trust them, but it's like to me the problem with the Warriors was always you didn't know who that guy was on the bench. They had it with Sean Livingston, and when they won the championships, Jordan Poole. The other time when they won the championship with Kevin Durant, Iguodala was coming on the bench. So you got guys, and they had little people around them. And I'm like right now, I really can't name anybody on the bench. And before I get to the Jordan Poole talks, I was going to say this: if Chris Paul would have stayed on the Wizards, I don't know if I said this to you, but if Chris Paul would have stayed on the Wizards and the Wizards would have went to the champion, not the champion, if the Wizards would have made the playoffs, I don't even care if they lost in the first round. I would call Chris Paul the best point guard of all time. It ain't even no debate.
Nah, you can't. He's not better than Magic. I get what you're saying, and all.
Why I'm saying it, right? Because
I get it.
That's
Chris. Listen. Chris Webber did the same thing. Every team he went to was in the playoffs. You're not putting him as the best power forward of all time. So it's like I feel what you're saying, but it's just nah.
No, the reason why I'm saying this is why I'll give it a little bit over what's the name. Every team Chris Webber was on, had a squad. All of them. You already know that him Latrell Sprewell, and what's the name when he went to Bullets, when he went to the Kings, and I think when he went to the 76ers, they still went to the playoffs. When he was on Detroit, they still went to the playoffs, but they was at their end. But I'm talking about like there was CP3, Tyson Chandler, and David West, and you couldn't name nobody else that was really doing nothing. And that's when Jamal Mashburn was getting old. Then he took the Clippers, who were super trash.
The Clippers were stacked, bro, when Chris Paul was there. Let's not get it fucked up. They had Blake Griffin. They had shooters, man. Those were the best teams he probably ever played on outside of Phoenix. Those Clipper teams were stacked, bro.
No,
JJ Redick, that bench, man, they had bench for days. Jamal, what you mean?
No, but what I'm saying is, right?
Trash.
No, this is why when I say trash.
You must be thinking about the Darius Miles and Clipper teams. Yeah, they were trash, but Chris Paul teams, they won 60-something games a year and just choking.
This is what I mean when I say this is what I mean when I say they was trash. They had some of those players or most of those players before Chris Paul got there, and the Clippers wasn't doing anything. He came there, and that culture just got revamped. Out the blue, niggas start knowing who DeAndre Jordan is. Out the blue, Eric Gordon, all these guys start.
And I ain't named them two, yeah. So they had talent, bro. They had talent on that. They Bledsoe too, like Reggie Evans. They had talent, bro. Like I'm a Chris Paul fan too, bro. But yeah, that team had some talent now.
I'm not saying as like you feel me. The players were ass. What I'm saying is that team had them same players before Chris Paul got on there, and we wasn't talking about the Clippers. NBA Finals and none of that. And then as soon as he came, he elevated everybody's game. That's what I meant when I was saying trash. I'm not saying the Clippers trash. Of course, I know JD Redick like that. Quentin Richardson, yeah, they like that. But I'm just saying they didn't reach their full potential until that guy came. Then what he did with the Rockets, almost going to, and then you already know this mean a lot to me, and I don't even like the Thunder. The fact that he did what he did with the Thunder, can't nobody besides you tell me who was anybody on that roster besides Shea Gilly and Steve Adams. I mean, I don't even know how them niggas did that shit. And almost could have went to the second round, to be honest. They was good.
They lost in Game 7 in the bubble to the Rockets.
See what I'm saying? You feel me? But I was just making that case. I mean, I definitely fuck with Magic. You feel me? He definitely is the GOAT. But I was just saying, like the way how Chris Paul was giving me Magic Johnson vibes. I feel like if Magic Johnson would have went to other teams, he would have been that point guard, be able to score and still elevate his team. Where other point guards, they just go to other teams, and I don't know. I would just have to see other point guards go to another team. But I'm
gonna say this: the Warriors do have a couple young players coming off the bench, Moses Moody and Kuminga. So they do got some guys that can be bench players if they get playing time.
Okay, all right. Next up, before we go to the recap of the NBA draft, we just talked about it. How do you feel about Jordan Poole on the Wizards?
I mean, yeah. Tyus Jones is on the Wizards. He on the Wizards now. I just realized that. That's probably how Marcus Smart and all them I think he was a part of that whole trade. So yeah, you got him at the point, Jordan Poole. Bilal Calabai, the rookie. To play with Victor Wembanyama, what we're going to talk about when we do this recap of the draft. You got Corey Kispert. Hope if what's the name re-signed, Kuzma, and I forgot who they got at the center. I forgot who they got playing center. But they got another
his name Wagner, Mortens Wagner.
Yeah. From Michigan, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so they got Franz Wagner. I knew you talking about.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, so they got a new nucleus. West also Jr. They just trying to rebuild, so they could fight for a play-in spot because they were damn near close this year. So, but I'll give them about a year or two to get back. But they doing right. They getting rid of everything. They got picks now. They got 2 future first-round picks. They got some young pieces that keeps fans excited. So, like I said, he could definitely go there and score and do his thing and average about 25 points a game. Now he gonna get some All-Star votes because now he not in the shadows of the Splash Brothers and Draymond. So I think he's gonna do well. I think he's gonna make an All-Star appearance this upcoming season.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for you to say, because I mean that's what my whole conversation getting ready to be about. I don't think anything of the Washington Wizards. You feel me? I do fuck with them on the low. If I wasn't a Celtics fan, that's probably my team. But I ain't got nothing to say about them because this conversation is all about Jordan Poole. They haven't had a young guy who was a scorer like this. And I'm gonna just say this since Mitch Richmond. What I mean is, Mitch Richmond wasn't young when he got with us, but when he got with the Wizards, I say to us, when he got with the Wizards, he was a scoring machine. And they haven't had anything like that. They had you after that, you get Richard Hamilton, you get Warren Dixon, Stackhouse, you get you get Michael Jordan, you get Josh Howard, you get certain guys, but this is the first time when you got a guy who can flat out get it, like flat out get it. And this could be a big payday. This will let me know what type of guy or what type of what type of guy and what type of team the Wizards is, because Wizards, you really got a young Bradley Beal who know where his game is at right now. Bradley Beal was graduating, showing you his game. Where this dude, he know his game. He can, just like how you said, you'll easily come here, average 27, 28 points a game, and you're going to have to give him a payday. He's going to play better. You feel me? And it make me think like, hey man, is you gonna stay on this team and make the Wizards your team, Jordan Poole, or you gonna bust ass, get your stats up and all that, and then go somewhere else? I would definitely love to see you stay with the Wizards and bring that energy, because that energy how he played. That's the closest to Steph. Well, no, I take that back. Him and what's his name is the closest to Steph Curry. Him and Trae Young, with all the step backs, the sides, the crossovers, the way they do layups, and then being light skinned. I'm like, he gonna bring energy back to DC, and don't let the DC make the playoffs. Oh my God, on his back, he probably had a whole city on him. You feel me? So I'm not really too keen on the Wizards overall, because I got to see when it get done, because you can't get rid of a whole bunch of players like that and still think you're gonna make the playoffs. But I'm definitely excited to see Jordan Poole scoring this year. I'm definitely excited about that.
Man, you both.
All right, next up, I'll let you go first. We can go pick by pick. Give me your thoughts on the Spurs' first round draft pick, Victor Wembanyama.
Wembanyama. Yeah, that's not gonna be too
Wembanyama.
long. Yeah. Pop know what he doing, man. Last two times he had the first overall pick. He drafted two Hall of Famers and two NBA champions and two league MVPs. That was David Robinson, Tim Duncan. Of course, Victor got to prove himself over here over France. He's definitely a god over there. But he went to the perfect situation, because now any other coach that would coach him would probably be like bowing down, throwing down the red carpet. Feel me? Whereas Popovich going to challenge him. He's going to be like, "Look, son, you were good over in France. I know ball players over France. I know and overseas. I coached Manu and Tony, but you got to prove yourself in this league, man. Like I coached Tim Duncan and Dave Robinson. You gotta show me something, son. I'm just not going to put the crown on your head just yet. You got work. It's because just believe Joker and all them guys going to test you. So Pop is putting that in his head, like all they're going to see in the papers when they play them. Oh, Victor Wembanyama, your name, so they're going to feel like, damn, that's all y'all can talk about. And I'm the defending champ, and I'm the league MVP. So you're gonna have big men going at you every night. So you got to come ready. He got to get stronger. Definitely, he's only like 190 pounds, so he definitely got to get stronger. So he don't even need to play in the summer league. Just get him there and work him out. Put 30, 40 pounds on him. And Pop gonna make sure he's ready, because Tim Duncan gonna be talking to him. David Robinson gonna be talking to him. Sean Elliott gonna be talking to him. They got Ginobili and all them.
You must
Steve,
have seen the picture.
y'all seen? I definitely saw it. Yeah, and Steven Jackson already say he gonna reach out to him and rap to him. Because everybody, like the Spurs coaches, like it's like a family. So everybody gonna want their kids to see. So you got all the resources to him. It's just going about him not. It's just him just not buying into his own hype, and he seems a little humble. He like, I know what I did over France. I got to prove myself all over again. So long as he, stay humble and willing to learn and don't act like he already God's gift to earth, he'll be just fine.
Well, for me, I'm gonna get the bads out the way before I get to the goods. The bads that I got to say about him, he looks small to me, and what I mean when I say he looks small, I'm talking about compared. I think Anthony Davis will fuck him up right now. I think Joker will fuck him up. Definitely Embiid will, and definitely Giannis. He gonna have to come in here and not bullshit and play around. He give me skinny Giannis vibes when he was a rookie, and right now all these other guys who I just named are muscular and big, and they gonna put a hurting on him. It wouldn't shock me if he struggled against all those guys for real, because to me those big guys all move at the same speed for real. And then here goes the good side. Basically what you said, he got so much Hall of Fame knowledge in his corner. He could talk to Tony Parker, Ginobili, Elliott, David Robinson, and Tim Duncan. I mean, these guys is right at his fingertips. And then he could honestly, in my opinion, I think the best NBA coach of all time is Greg Popovich. I'm sticking
That's
to that.
not that's not far fetched or wild to say.
Oh, all right, all right.
Yeah, it's
But
definitely in some people's eyes he is, and it's like you can make an argument for it.
yeah, and I feel like this. I mean, if Kawhi Leonard don't be selfish, we still talking about the Spurs always making the playoffs. You feel me? And they probably would have got something else out of that. Because I mean, who knows? And, I mean, matter of fact, the year that they had the Warriors on the ropes,
He got hurt.
he got hurt, and and everybody was feeling they could have beat them niggas. So it probably we probably wouldn't be having this conversation about the Warriors being his greatest teams of all time and things of that nature. But I just gotta wait and see this guy play. I mean, you went from going against college guys to guys who are gonna be trying to trash you, and then now we in this position, this league where when you play power forward, sometimes you're gonna be going against Paul George. You feel me? You're gonna be going against guys with handles. Sometimes Jason Tatum played a power forward, and then I mean, come on, dealing with Giannis right now. I mean, I don't know, but I mean, this is a good pick by the Spurs. I gotta see the rest of the team around y'all to see if y'all gonna make the playoffs. So that's what I'm
Yeah, the
saying.
only other kid on it is Keldon Johnson. Who else is on that team? God damn, I had to look it up. It's like they broke up so much stuff. So I gotta look who's on that team. I think it's a kid Vassell or something like that. Yeah, Vassell. I don't. That's about it. That's all. I gotta look at the rest of that team. And then Jacob Petrolio, whatever his name is, the big guy.
Yeah.
That's it. So I gotta look at the rest of the team and see who's on that. But yeah, but like I said,
Okay.
got everything at a disposal.
All right. Number two, the Hornets picked up Brandon Miller from Alabama. Give me your thoughts on that.
Okay. I think you called this. If I'm not sure, I'm not
Yeah,
too
I did.
sure.
I did.
I just thought Scoot they were gonna take Scoot and move Lamar and move Melo to the 2, but obviously they said no. You know, we're gonna let him rock out. We got Bridges coming back, PJ Washington. So all we need is a power forward. They got Brandon Miller. Kid's a beast, man. He's a beast. Like I said, luckily he you know that's the legal situation played itself up well for him. He's not gonna get no jail time, but he's in be charged with nothing. So luckily he dodged the bullet with that. The kid, man, beast 6'9", almost 6'10". Dribble the basketball, shoot the ball. Like him and Anthony Black, who we're going to talk about in a couple picks, put Alabama basketball back on the map. Like, you know what I mean? Like Nick Saban said, man, people was filling up the gym. Like he said, man, he said we had more people at the basketball games this year than at the football game. He said
I could believe it.
my 14, 15 years here, he never seen that before. So he showed you just those two kids, particularly Brandon Miller, you know, made a difference. So him and Charlotte, like you say, got LaMelo, you got PJ Washington. I think they still got Gordon Hayward and Terry Rozier. I'm not, you know, they move around so much. If they still got them, like I said, Miles Bridges. I'm sorry, PJ Washington. Then you got
Hold on,
him.
Miles Bridges back.
Yeah, I think I think his suspension is up, so he comes back. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I forgot who they got at center, but you know, I think it's the kid Herman Gomez, if I'm not mistaken. So you
I
put
thought it was what's his name? Oh my
Plumlee. It
goodness.
might be one of the
No,
Plumlee brothers.
Zeller. I think. Hold on.
Yeah,
I
it might be one of the. It might be
Okay.
one of the. Yeah, it might be one of the Zeller brothers too, because the other one played Miami.
Yeah.
The Zeller brothers and Plumbing brothers always stay around. But anyway, yeah. So you got Brandon Miller coming in at the 4, so that'll be definitely helpful for them, man. 20-point score, man. So he definitely going to be in the running for Rookie of the Year. Like if Victor start off slow and don't do what he's supposed to do, Brandon Miller can take it and run by the horns.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I like it because when we be playing the game, I definitely play with the Hornets a lot on the game. If I'm not playing with the Wizards and Celtics, I'm definitely picking the Hornets. What I was gonna say is I love this pick because Brandon Miller is about to do what PJ Washington should have been doing. This PJ Washington position. PJ Washington, they hired you to do what Brandon Miller should be about to do. Um, you can play your back to the basket. You can score. You feel me? You can play defense. You feel me? You can get buckets, but the PJ you was the first victim, just like Zion Williams. You got evicted and caught up in that, and you never reach your potential at all. Before that scandal happened, and after that scandal happened, you stayed where you at. And I'm embarrassed to talk about it because I'm a Kentucky guy. You
It's
feel
not
me?
even a scandal. He just got stuck with it. That's all. Here's what it is.
Yeah. So I mean, I definitely like the Brandon Miller because I mean, here go another guy in the lineup that can shoot, uh, stretch the ball, can pass, play good defense, and I
You mean
mean,
stretch the floor? You said stretch the ball, so you gonna make the
oh
ball
yeah,
grow?
yeah, yeah, my bad. Stretch the floor. I'm tripping. Yeah, I messed up right there. Uh, definitely stretch the floor. I like it.
Yeah,
I definitely like it. I want to see is he gonna be what Scotty Barnes was to the Raptors. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it
that's
at
a
that.
good comparison too, Maurice. I like that. All right, go
All
ahead.
right. The Blazers got who you just mentioned, Scoot Henderson.
Great pick, man. Because like I said, Dame, he talked the loyalty stuff, and I still do believe he felt like that. But deep down inside, he wants to go compete for a championship. He don't want to go out there keep dropping 30 and 40 and hitting half court threes just to play for the 11th spot in the West. So definitely, it's just like the Blazers are going to move him. That was a clear indication of, yeah, we're going to go ahead and move you. We're just trying to see what we can get. So yeah, the way you got Scoot, you got Anthony Simmons, you got Nurkic, you got the other kid they drafted. We're gonna talk about later on. I forgot his name right on top of my head. So
Mm-hmm.
Portland definitely in a rebuild mode. So yeah. So when they drafted him, I said, "Yep, game is gone. It's just a matter of who can, what they trying to get as much as they can. Because like I said, it is a top tier talent. So yeah, Scoot. That it's the Scoot Henderson show now.
To add to that, I mean, if you go look at Scoot numbers, I'm not saying he plays like Dame, but I mean, if you go look at Scoot numbers, that's what Dame would do. Dame was going to average about 25, 26 points a game and give you about 5 or 6 assists. You go look at Henderson, that's what he's doing in college. He giving you 16, 17 points a game. He give you about 6.5 assists a game. So I mean, that already let me know that you trust the guy that he gonna score and he gonna facilitate. He gonna give you playmaker type things. I mean, what's is gonna be missing. I don't think he can shoot the ball like Dame, but I mean, as far as bring some excitement, be a scorer, yeah, this definitely a good pick. The only thing sucks about this is that every time the Blazers got some little spark, somehow, some way they tear it up. And I mean, you had something with Leonard and what was the guy name who went to the Spurs, power forward,
Which
Aldridge.
one? Oh, the
Aldridge.
Marcus Aldridge, yeah.
Yeah, you had something there. Split that up. Then I
Don't
forgot
forget
who.
about Zach Randolph.
Yeah. To be honest, I could have took it all the way back to the Barnsley Wells, Scottie Pippen, Damon Stoudemire. Like you guys have had teams, and I
Hey,
don't
we
know.
might as well go back to Clyde and Terry Porter and all that.
Yeah,
All that.
like and I don't mean to go off subject a little bit, but I never forget the disrespect people were saying about how Michael Jordan ain't playing against nobody, and every team Michael Jordan played against had a squad.
One,
Every
he
team.
won 50 plus games, had 3 Hall of Famers. Like, I don't, yeah, just because he didn't play Steph and them, it's just those conversations, not to get off top, it was just their way of trying to favor LeBron over him. And it's stupid, but proceed.
Yeah, that's basically what I gotta say about that. The next pickup in the draft, the Houston Rockets grabbed Amen Thompson.
Yeah, great pick, man, because Houston building something, man. Like I said, they building something. Then they got the right coach. You know what I mean? Now, he got a chip on the shoulder because he got this whole thing, still hanging over his head with, the whole, adultery thing, which he human. The shit happens. He just did it at the wrong place. That's all. But yeah, so he definitely gonna get this team right. You got Jabari Smith. You got Jalen Green. Now you got one of the Thompson twins, and you got Cam. What more we gonna talk about? In the few, you got pieces, man. I forgot who they center was. It's a pretty good center. So yeah, you got pieces, man. They got pieces. So watch out for Houston about in 2024. Watch out for Houston. I give them a year because you got to fill things out and all that. Then they give them 2024, 25. They're gonna be a playoff team, man.
I'm not even gonna be on this for long. I was talking to my cousin about this, and my exact words is, please do not let the Houston Rockets be the modern day Knicks. And what I mean is, remember when the Knicks had all them guards, all them little guys, all that talent, Steve Francis, Stephon Marbury, Jamal Crawford. You got all these guys on that team and they ain't do nothing. And I'm looking at the Rockets right now, like y'all probably could be the youngest team in the league. Y'all really relying on young stars for real, for real. I don't want it to be wasting talent, like just high flying and dunks. I mean, if you want to watch a good show, that's a bad show. Watch the Houston Rockets play. You're gonna see a lot of highlights, a lot of good moves, but 9 times out of 10, the score is gonna be 100-73. So I mean, that's how it goes. So that's all I gotta say about that. Just don't turn into the Knicks that I had to deal with Stephon Marbury and all those other guys. All right. Next up, the Detroit Pistons pick Sure Thompson.
Same thing, man. I mean, Detroit, another young team, got a lot of. They just got Monty Williams. Both of them, looks like the Rockets took good coaches who won and took their teams around finals, Eastern, what conference final. So these guys going to develop. Both of them guys turned. Boston was always a decent team. He got them over the hump that Brad Stevens couldn't do. So obviously he did something a little different. And Monty, the Suns were just always a high flying team. He finally got them over the hump. It's just Giannis turned into Superman. Wasn't nothing he could do. But yeah. So they got a good coach. They got Cade Cunningham. They got Jalen Duran, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and then you add Asar Thompson there. Like yeah, they got and they got the kid Isaiah Stewart. So yeah, they got some pieces. Like I said, they give them like a year or two too. They can be in the mix as well.
Yeah, I'll be able. As far as Detroit, I won't be able to make my judgment on these guys until I see some, because I mean, like after you got rid of Richard Hamilton and Tayshaun Prince, you just dismantled that team after that. I don't think Detroit made the playoffs since. And then now it's like you're just putting guys on the Detroit Pistons. It's almost giving me back to them vibes where after you lost. Well, nah, I can't say it because Lindsey Hunter was a household name. Joe Dumars was still on the team. Then you go and get Grant Hill. I would have had to probably say before they got what's the name? Their stars was Cornelius Williams and Jerry Stackhouse. You feel me? And that's what type of vibes the Pistons is giving me right now. Cade Cunningham is not enough. Um, this kid Thompson coming in. I mean, he's going to help, but I don't think it's not enough. I mean, I just got to wait and see. These guys are giving me Houston Rockets vibe. The same thing, young talent, and I want to see Monty Williams do something big with this team, but it's going to be messed up if he don't do something big, and we're not looking at the age group of the guys he coaching. Like he just went from coaching grown ass men who built for winning to now he got kids all over again. So he might get the Doc Rivers effect. Who knows? I hope not. All right, the Magics, one of my other low down teams. They got Anthony Black from Arkansas. What you think?
Good pick, but it's like, damn, how many guards you want to get? You got what's my guy name? You got you
Cole
got Cole
Anthony.
Anthony, Greg Anthony's son. Then you took they took another guard last year too.
Oh
Hey,
yeah, they got Jalen Suggs.
yeah, Jalen stuff from Gonzaga. So now you take it's like, so what you gonna run a 3 guard system? Like what you gonna move Anthony Black to the 3? Like he can play it, but it's a good pick because he's definitely was one of the best players on the board. So we just got to see how the lineup going to go. I don't even know who the hell the Magic coach is, to be honest with you.
I know, yeah, I don't know. I just know the players on the team.
Yeah, they got board. I was, so we'll see how everything go, man. But they got to just figure out the lineup right there.
For me, the Orlando Magic is definitely doing what the New York Knicks doing. Because they got too much talent, too many young guys. Like I definitely love Wagner, number 22. That's my guy. I forgot what his name. I forgot what his first name is. No, his name is France. Ain't his name? Hold on.
Yeah. No,
yeah,
we was talking about Corey Kispert for the Wizards. We had the names mixed up.
Yeah. That's my guy for sure. He be holding it down. What I was basically saying about the Magics, they long, lengthy, and they can play defense, and they have the offensive talent. They just don't have no structure. And as you just said, you got all them guards, and you forgot my boy Markelle Fultz. I mean, Markelle Fultz is on the low. He like the second best.
He finally found a home with them.
Yeah, he like the third best player on that team. Because if I want to say in order, I rank things in order who takes the game winning shot. Franz Wagner takes the game-winning shot. But what's my boy name? Oh my God,
Do they still got that kid Simmons that was going bonds a couple years ago?
Simmons? No,
Yeah.
because they got my man Pablo. Hold on, what's his name, yo?
Oh yeah, and they got Pablo Broncaro. Yeah, I forgot about
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
Paul Caro.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. That's who I wanted over Chet. But anyway, but yeah, sure. They got a
yeah,
nice little nucleus. They just got to figure who gonna play the three. Like Andy Black want to play the three because he is 6'6". So but they
and
definitely got some young talent.
that's why I say guys like Monty Williams should have went to that team. That team has all that out of all the young teams who don't have any guidance, the Orlando Magic's right there. That probably is the longest team and I'm talking about length, height, legs, arms, and they young. You feel me? You got young guys with no bad legs. You got to get the right coach over there, and then you can tell that they got a bad situation going on. They got like 4 or 5 point guards who can actually start on somebody's team right now. Like none of these guys are playing bad as far as the point guards that I see that they got. Um, Markel Fultz, I mean, you can't let him turn this to his home and then you get rid of him. Suggs, he definitely got potential. You feel me? He didn't get a chance to fully get in. So, and then I definitely love Cole. That boy played with heart. I didn't seen him show up for the Magic a lot. So, I mean, just need to get a coach over there. That's all I'm gonna say. I hate for young guys like that to get their career wasted their first couple years. All right. Next up, the Pacers, a team that stay in the playoffs no matter who is on that team.
Well, they didn't make the playoffs this year, but okay.
Yeah, Bilal Calabi.
He playing for the Wizards now. They traded that, but
Yeah, they traded him to the Wizards. Yeah, but that was who the Pacers. Yeah, we had traded to the Wizards.
Yeah, the good fit for the Wizards, like we talked about earlier. He's going to play the power forward for them, along with Corey Kispert. That's saying. Then they still got another guy, David something. I forgot his name. It's going to come to me.
Yeah.
So
the
they got.
center. I know you're talking about his number 21. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, him. So they got some pieces. Like I said, now with Jordan Poole, you got Taj Jones. So yeah, he's going to be pretty good. Play with Victor. Gonna get them up 15 16 points a night. 6'9". He grew a whole foot. He was 5'11". Now he's 6'9". So damn near grew a whole foot over the summer. He just gotta get a little stronger, a little skinny, but that kid definitely got a shot, especially coming up the pick and roll.
Now I forgot that the dude David was on the team that you was talking about. Now that I remember, I feel like Jordan Poole, this is your chance to have a whole bunch of big men at being your savior. You can mismatch shots; they're gonna grab them rebounds. You can do pick and roll all day, lob city, dump off to them, and this, that, and the third. So I'm really liking it. I'm really liking it. Jordan Poole, you can almost do what Westbrook was doing. When Westbrook was on the what's the name, he was using the shit out them picks from Steven Adams. And here go your chance right here to get it done. And then you got guys who can actually roll to the basket better than Steven Adams and score. So I like it. I definitely like it. I don't think the Wizards are going to no playoffs, but I definitely want to see some exciting basketball. And now that I forgot about he went to the Wizards too. I really thought he was on the Pacers because they need a guy like that.
Yeah, they got the name, but they traded the pick. NBA they do that shit like it ain't nothing.
Yeah. All right. Next up, the Wizards send that trade to the Pacers. Jarris Walker.
Oh, Pacers, that was a good pick, man. So look, they basically swapped power forwards. Jarris Walker from here, Baltimore guy too. He got a mean shot. He was going off this year. That's why Houston was a top 5 team. Houston and Alabama, them two shocked everybody. They were top 5 all year long. I actually had them before we hit our run. You come for we hit out, got right. I thought the national championship was gonna be them two. And it damn near was. They both was like in the Elite 8. So yeah, like Jarris Walker, man, he definitely a 15-point scorer right now. He can year 2, he could probably get to 20. But right now, at least 15, 16. He can get you some point buckets. His comp is who they compared him to? Kenny Fareed. Remember Kenny Fareed that played for the Nuggets that kept dunking on everybody?
Oh, yeah, number 31.
That was his player comp. Yeah, so him and then a kid that played for the Pistons I was talking about earlier, Isaiah Stewart. That was another player. Yeah. So yeah, it was a good pick, man. You got him over there. You got Tyrese Halliburton. They got some pieces over there in Indiana.
They do Indiana still got what's the dude name? What was their center name? Miles
Turner. They still got him there. Yeah.
All right. Okay. I'll say I'll like it because of that. Now, let's just say Miles Turner wasn't on that team. I wouldn't like this pick.
Right.
I mean, I just looked at this guy was 11-point guy, averaging 7 rebounds. So I mean, I
But you
just
gotta
got
remember, college basketball is only two halves, but in the fourth quarter game,
yeah.
they're gonna score more points.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's basically what I was going to say. I just gotta wait to see more before I judge anything and put a finger on that guy. But I definitely like that he gonna have a tag team partner with Miles Turner. So I mean, it should definitely be a good year. All right. Next up, the Jazz. They drafted Tyler Hendricks.
Taylor Hendricks, good pick.
Taylor Hendricks. My bad.
Good
Taylor
pick.
Hendricks.
That kid is a fucking monster, man. That kid's a monster. I was hoping he was gonna be available at 12, but like I said, he gonna be another kid that gets 16, 17 points, man. Bully down low too, 6'10", 6'11". Can probably put a little meat on his bones, but he give you like uh uh baby KD vibes, can pull up, shoot the ball, and he a hell of a defender, man. Hell of a defender. Like he had a couple game winning blocks this year for UCF. So great pick by the Jazz, man. They rebuilding their team. They got rid of Rudy and all them, and they definitely bringing in some stuff.
Well, I felt like this. I think this is the first time the Jazz missed the playoffs in a long ass time. Because they was making the playoffs with Gordon Hayward. As soon as they got rid of Gordon Hayward, Donovan Mitchell took them straight there, and then they almost, to be honest, the Jazz, if they would have stayed on that shit, the Jazz supposed to make the playoffs last year.
Yeah, they were number 2 in the West for a minute.
For a minute, you see what I'm saying? I saw it for a minute. It wasn't for a little bit of time, and I ain't gonna lie. I think it was you, probably other people like, yo, the Jazz not gonna stay up there, and I was like, because of that,
Too many young players. This is just.
and then that's why you grabbed this guy. They had no wing score. I mean, they was counting on Sexton and what my man Jordan Clarkson. You know,
Jordan Clarkson, yeah.
and Jordan Clarkson, he gives me Jordan Clarkson is a J.R. Smith. He's a light skinned J.R. Smith. He gonna give you some games where he can get you
Yeah.
40 and get hot, but then he go right like I wanna be a Jordan Clarkson fan bad. Like, yo, you nice, yo. I know you nice. But you gotta stop giving them games where you score 34, 5 games in a row, and then you go back to 10 and 12 games in a row. You can't keep doing that, man. And I felt like I felt like the Jazz, they needed a wingman. They needed somebody that can get that consistent scoring. And then I mean, like how you said, how he gets big down bottom and all that. This is huge right here. So I could see the Jazz probably going back into the playoffs because this is what they was missing: a wing guy who can score. You feel me? And that's what they was missing even when they played against Jordan, and that's what they was missing when they had Darren Williams and Carlos Boozer. AK-47, Andre Karolinko wasn't no wingman that could do all that. So there you go. All right. Who's next? Oh yeah, the Mavericks are next, but they sent the trade to your boys, the Thunder, and they got my man from Kentucky, Cason Wallace.
You spoke this to a existed. I was mad at first. I ain't gonna lie to you. Not at the player. The player, the shit. It's a position. I'm like, bro, we got Shea already. Like we weak down bottom, man. I know, like we can't. I was like, I wanted Lively, who we did take, but trade. I was like, because we can't put on Chet to come off an injury to hold down the fort. But Cason Wallace, the more I watch Cason Wallace's game tape, is like, I'm like, okay, I see Sam Presti. I guess he got something up his sleeve. He gonna be probably out 6 man to come off the bench and run the second unit. Then they'll probably put him in there together and slide Shea to the tube, bump Giddy down. Leave Dort. I want him off my team. He's okay, but he over fucking paid, yo. He overpaid. He's like, we gave this man $17 million a year because he had an okay season when he was scoring 16 points. But he's too up and down. Like he undersized. Like he cool. If we keep him cool, but I'll ship him and just get ship him and get me a center. But in case of Wallace, it was a good pick though, because Shorty is a better prospect than Lively. But it was just the position. Like I felt like we didn't have Shea, and then I was like, yeah, cool. But we already got a point guard. We actually got 2 because Josh Giddey can run the point too. So, but he'll give us some scoring off the bench. So now I want to see what they're going to do with Trey Mann now that you drafted Cason Wallace. You already had Trey Mann as your backup point guard. So are you going to ship him or are you just going to keep him and just have a nice little mean second lineup with guards? So let's see though. But like I said, it was overall from a prospect standpoint. It was a good pick because he's definitely was supposed to go top 5.
What you just said, especially the last thing, he definitely supposed to go top 5. And I ain't just saying this because I'm a Kentucky guy. I ain't gonna lie, I can't wait to see him and Shea play together. I mean, all of them. I mean, it look like OKC is doing exactly what they did when they had Jalen Green, Kevin Durant.
Jeff Green.
My bad, Jeff. My bad. How did I get Uncle wrong? He just won a championship. My bad. Jeff Green, James Harden. What's his name? Sergio. What's his name?
Serge
Ibaka.
Ibaka. Russ.
Russ. I mean, all those guys. I mean that you had, and it looks like you're doing it all over again right now. So I ain't gonna lie, I can't wait to see them all healthy together. I cannot wait to see. I mean, shit, hell. I mean, what you think that'd be too small if you put Casey right there at the point, Giddy at the small. I mean Giddy at the no Giddy looked like he bigger than
He
Shea.
got played at 3 because he's 6'8", 6'9". So he
Yeah,
was a small forward.
and then you got Chip, and then
Chat can play the 5, and then me. If we this is what I would do. If we want to start Case and Wallace at the 1, Shea at the 2, Giddy at the 3, Jalen Williams from Arkansas at the 4 because he's 6'10", 6'9", 6'10", and Chet at the 5.
Now I would have more confidence in that young team more than the Orlando Magic's. That especially led by Shea.
Yeah, if you wanna get him on the floor immediately, that's how you do it, and then bring Lou Dort by my ass off the bench since he's making all the money and let him be the 6th man.
That sounded about right. So I ain't gonna lie, I like what OKC is doing, and y'all better watch out. I mean, if they keep that team together, they can probably get a championship because I don't see another young team that young getting put together besides the Orlando Magics. And you know they ain't got no coaching staff.
Yeah, we do for a chip too. LeBron stole our soul the first time, so hopefully we can get one now. And by the time we win one, he'll be out of the league. So
for sure. All right, next up, the Magic get Jet Howard from Michigan.
Damn, another guard. So I guess he's going to play the 3 because he is 6'6". So it's like they just want to just say, fuck it, we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, then 4 and 5. So, but like I said, good. He's definitely a shooting guard. So I'm guessing that's their small forward thing. I'm guessing they just want to. Yeah, so I'm guessing he's going to play the 3. I'm guessing they want to have enough shooting. Whereas though when they bring in the second unit, they're not out there shooting bricks. So it's a good pick. Like I said, his father coached him, Juwan Howard, so he's going to be NBA ready. But then the negative thing, I'm like, oh, is he really that good, or he just got drafted because of the name? So but when I watched this tape, Shorty can play. He can play.
Yes, he can play.
And he didn't even start his first year there with Juwan. That's the crazy thing about it. He didn't start. He had to earn his spot. So I commend Juwan Howard for not playing daddy ball and really making his son grind it out and earn a spot. That's kudos to him because any other coach just was like, man, he already started. So he let him know shit ain't gonna be given to you. And he said the same thing when they interviewed him and his wife. When it's dragged, like, man, you gotta stay humble, man. I made it 20-something years in this league. You gotta stay humble and listen to your coaches. So yeah, I think it's a good pick. That's because now him with all that young talent, they're gonna be fun to watch.
I'm gonna be short and sweet on this one because it's almost sound like I'm Orlando Magic since we've been talking about this year, Orlando Magic fan, and he go another long guy, another long lengthy guy. I mean, he's 6'8". I mean, there's nothing more I can say. I just wish that the Magic get the right coaching staff because they could really be a threat in the Eastern Conference and hell, the NBA with the right coach. Next up. This pick goes to the Mavericks, but Derek Lively.
That's who I wanted. Remember the center. Shorty shoot the ball, 7'1", 250. The Mavericks needed a center bad. I guess by us having Chet, that I guess Presley like, all right, we could be okay at the 5 for now. Just let's give him a chance to show us what he got at the 5. That's probably why they didn't want to keep it right away. Because I'm pretty sure that was his thinking. That's why But Dallas have no big man now since Porzingis got traded, and then, they got Christian Wood. I think he's there. Yeah,
but he's 6'8".
I didn't know he was that damn small. Once my kid here, so he really a power forward. They're gonna play him a power forward. So they need a true center, and that kid Powell, he not that either. So yeah, that was a good pick. That was a good trade swap for them. Like I said, I think if we didn't have Chet Holmgren, I think we stay where we at and we take Lively. but us having Chet coming back, then he like, all right. Then we got Poco coming off the bench. He's 7'2", but he's just a little slim. But like we got 2 7-footers, we'll be okay. And he figure probably he can make a trade and get a center later on, or sign somebody. Because we did get Bertans in the swap too. He's 6'11", so you can always throw him out there somewhere. So but Dallas needed another big man. It was a good swap for them.
I'm gonna be super short and sweet on this. You needed a big man because you ain't have a big man since goddamn Tyson Chandler. And I'm talking about. I want to call KP a big man, but KP wasn't really known for rebounding and attacking the rim. He was just known for about to be basically the next Dirk Nowitzki. You feel me? If he would have stayed healthy and would have had that heart, we wouldn't be talking about Luka Doncic right now. We're supposed to be talking about him and Luka right now. To be honest, I don't know how they not supposed to be. No disrespect, the greatest white tag team of all time. It's no way. They got everything, the genetics, the future talent. It's no way they wasn't. Then mind you, one play point guard and the one of them play a big position, so you can pick and roll. Everybody can shoot and get. But anyway, I'll be all day on that. But you definitely need this. You haven't had a big guy that can attack the rim since KP or Tyson Chandler. And then as you just named, Powell. Powell was only 6'9". Woods only 6'8". And the reason why I knew this because I used to play with the when soon as Kyrie got on the Mavericks last year, I was playing with the Mavericks, and it used to burn me up when I would play against my cousin or certain people, and they would be always getting killed on the boards. And then you go look, their power forward and their center is probably the same size as a small forward. So I was like, okay, I see what's going on here. So that's what I have for that. All right, at number 13, the Toronto Raptors from Kansas get Grady Dick.
That was a good pick, man. Grady Dick can play 6'6". Oh, he's 6'8", actually. Yeah. So
Yeah, he's 6'8".
So him, Scotty Barnes, you got Pascal Siakam. I don't know what's going on with Fred VanVleet. I heard he went out. He wanted to go play somewhere else, test the market because he want to win another championship. But you got a nice nucleus right there. Like us, so he can shoot the ball. Grady Dick can play point guard if they really want to carry like that and just go like fuck it. We're gonna go on some 76er shit and just have a big guard. Yeah, Grady Dick can shoot the ball. Not solid defender. He could use a little work, but he definitely can shoot that pill. And he's a hell of a passer and rebounder, man. So that was a hell of a pick by the Raptors.
Okay, well, well, first of all, I gotta love this. The first thing that popped up on his name is that he plays both ends of the ball. You gotta love that. You got to love that. God, it ain't just scoring. You gotta love that. And then, he a great 3-point shooter. You feel me? He's shooting like 49. Let's say, let me make sure I'm accurate. He was shooting in college. He was shooting 44% from the field and 40% from deep. I mean, what more do you want? And then you send him up there. He could. Toronto give me. That's what, not to be racist, but that's where white people live at. He could fuck around, come there, and be that white savior that everybody praise because of course they love Vince, Chris Bosh, Kawhi Leonard, and of course Kyle Lowry. And trust me, if Van Vliet didn't want to leave and was a little bit more nicer, he would be the next person with the keys to the city. Plus, he looked like Drake. So now, Grady Dick, because my man, I don't want to clown him, but Siakam, that's my guy. It looked like he not ready to take over because he right now we supposed to after winning that championship we supposed to be talking about Siakam as like a top 15 player. You feel me? But we not. And
He
it definitely looked like Scotty Barnes about to surpass you. And I'm gonna just wait to see how it goes with Grady Dick. But Grady Dick and Scotty Barnes, it's gonna be a nice treat to watch. Next up, the Pelicans got Jordan Hawkins, and I believe ain't that Hershey Hawkins?
I don't know, but I know he related to Angel Reese. Good guy, man. You know that's my guy right here, man. He got us a national championship, man. Kid played out his mind. Good fit, man. And now CJ McCullough don't got 1 point no more. You can play him off ball, or you can play Jordan Hawkins off ball, depending on what Willie Green want to do, man. And shout out to him for he's turning that team around. If Zion can just stay focused and lead the fucking hookers and shit alone, they'll have some pieces because Jordan Hawkins and Like I said, C.J. McCollum, Brandon Ingram, they got some pieces, man. So like I said, definitely Jordan Hawkins is going to be. He's going to come in and and make an immediate impact for them.
As you said, I ain't gonna lie. This team could fuck around be a deep playoff team and contender. I mean, first of all, if Zion Williams stay healthy, they got two. I like both of the centers that they got. The center I forgot the center with the long curly hair, light skin center for the. I like him.
I think that's Hayes or
Hayes. Yeah,
yeah,
I love
Hayes.
Hayes. He played with heart and he got hops and he dunked on anything. Then if you can get Zion to play basketball and not pussy balls, we'll be good. Um, Brandon Ingram, one of the most underrated players in the league. I mean, I guess because he long like Kevin Durant, but don't give you Kevin Durant consistency. But
Right.
he can trash you. And then I mean, you Hickam Hawkins, I'll put him at the shooting guard, and because CJ McCullough, ever since he took over that point guard role, Joe been playing different,
Yeah.
like really different. Like I'm cool with him going from averaging 25 the game to like 5 or 6 assists to now the dude in like 17 and 8, and his 17 points is effective. They huge threes, they big clutch shots, and it don't even look like he playing point guard. It look like it's guys outside hooping, and just so happen his position is point guard, and he know how to pass it better than anybody else. So I like it. I definitely like it. I can't wait to. Man, I ain't gonna lie. That's a lot of basketball. I can't wait to see with these new young teams. Um, the Hawks from Michigan get Kobe Buffett.
Buffkin.
Buffkin, my bad.
We should see how that's going to work, man. So that means Trey Young getting moved. Now you took another guard. Already got John Tate Murray. So they said John Collins can probably be on the move. So, but I like it though. I mean, as of right now, he'll probably come off the bench and give him some scoring, which wouldn't be bad. Him and Kevin Huter and all those other guys like that. And what's the other kid they got right now? God damn, that shoot the threes. The other kid that shoot the threes. God damn.
You talking about the white guy?
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, yeah. He gonna start though. He gonna start
Yeah,
though.
yeah. So you got him. Yeah, Kobe come off the bench, give you some scoring. So it was a good pick, though. Good pick.
Um, I hope he's going to be what Jordan Poole was to Steph Curry. That's the only thing I can add to that. Is that
A kid
um
come off the bench, give you 20 points.
yeah, because I mean it looked like from a lot of the Atlanta games, it they couldn't really get no spark from nobody off the bench. Like nobody gave him no ignitement. You know what I'm saying? No, nobody. So I like it. He gonna come in there playing with high energy. And if he don't be no pass first point guard or guard and just come out there and get his numbers, I mean he could be something big. I mean, some people need to know, man. Stop being scared of the NBA and stop being scared of your role coming off the bench. You may very well come off the bench and destroy guys who you think know, or that you may come off the bench and destroy guys that you know you're better than, and then might be getting a big contract and being a starter somewhere else. So don't hold your head down. All right, next up. I kind of definitely like this pick. The Jazz from Baylor, Keontae George.
Good pick. That's who the Lakers really wanted, honestly. So the Jazz must have knew that and said, nah, we gonna get this kid. Good pick, man. Like I said, they rebuilding that roster, man. This is the pick I think they gave. I think this one of the picks that Minnesota gave up. I must have really liked Rudy Gobert for them. They gave away damn near. They gave up a lot of picks for him. So yeah, good pick, man. Like I said, he can come in, help out Jordan Clarkson and Colin Sexton. They rebuilding that roster up there in Salt Lake City.
Um, I mean, shit. With this pick, I mean, they grabbed two. They grabbed a good wing man, and then they grabbed this guy right here. Uh, Somebody gonna have to show up and do something because I don't think some of these guys gonna stand the team. Clarkson, you might be out, and Sexton, you might be out. So the only thing I can say is you guys, uh, y'all got it. I just got to see how things play out because I don't like when teams do kind of what we were just talking about. Basically, this whole what's name is with. If you already got 2 and 3 point guards, why you got 5 on your team now and all that? Why are you drafting positions that you already sealed the deal on? It make me think that you wishing for injury. So yeah, 17. Uh, the Lakers grabbed Jalen Hood Scafino.
Good pick, man. Because like I said, they need a point guard. He can play the point guard or the two. So you got him at the one. You got Austin Reeves. You got LeBron, AD. Center position. They'll figure that out. I guess they'll go with Mobama. They should have let him play it in the Denver series. He could have probably at least helped you out in 5-5. So yeah, that was an excellent. That's what they needed because, like I said, D'Angelo Russell not the answer. He froze up too much. Dennis Schroeder not the answer either. So yeah, Joe Hood-Schifino, good pick, man. And his mama fine as shit too. So yeah, I like that pick by the Lakers.
To add to what you were saying, I mean, when the Lakers was hot, when they won their championship, the third best player was Rondo, and they had guys like Kyle Kuzma and other guys who were supposed to be better than Rondo. But Rondo during that time was even looking like the second or third best player. He was at least in the top three. And then next year, I mean not next year, then this year following up. How the hell did the Lakers got all these guys, D'Angelo Russell and this, that, and third, and you cannot tell me that the third best player wasn't Reeves? You can't tell me that by far. You see what I'm saying? And all this let me know that it's about to be some guys getting out of here. I mean, you got D'Angelo Russell, and everything's to me. I don't believe everybody's job is secure because after all them people they just got rid of last year. So I like the move. I just gotta wait to see how the roster is gonna get put together for real because some of these draft picks making me think that the teams are saying, all right, starters, y'all got about 2 years, maybe 3 years, and then this guy's taking your spot. I mean,
Some
it look
some of these guys might be moved though. All 30 of these picks not staying with the current team. Somebody getting moved for something for a star. Trust me.
yeah. So at 18, the Miami Heat grabbed Jamie Jaquez Jr.
Yeah, I didn't really like this pick too much, honestly. This is he cool. Like, what is like a small forward or something?
He's 6'6" small forward. How
Yeah,
the hell you a 6'6" small? I'm done.
no, that's about average. That's about average. Small
My bad.
forwards
When I
between
hear
six
six
six.
six, I always
Small
think of
forwards are
Jordan.
always 6'6", between 6'6" to 6'9". So
Oh
that's
wow.
about some of them maybe 6'10", but that's about average. That's the anything smaller than that small forward is like you playing with five. But no, you got Jimmy Butler though. Sometimes I figure out like it's like he just gonna come off the bench. So if he don't come off the bench and give you at least 15 points, it was a waste of a pick. I just didn't. His game kind of stiff to me, but this the pick I hated the most. But I guess that's for depth because they might lose a couple guys that they trade for Damian Lillard. But I don't know. I just felt like they could have drafted a better player right here.
Yeah, I was thinking when I seen it, the only thing I was thinking is that he probably gonna be a better Strout, a better Duncan Robinson. That's the best that I can think of. That's why you did that.
You mean Struce?
Struce. Yeah,
Yeah, you
number
said
31.
Stroud.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stroud, yeah.
Struce. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing I'm thinking. And then another thing, it was one of the games where Miami had eliminated the 76ers, right?
yeah.
And Jimmy Butler was the only one on the field. I mean, only one that was like a legit star. Everybody else was 5-year, 5-day contracts and bum dudes like that. So I guess they like in case this happens again, we're gonna need it. I mean, because there's some Miami Heat fans. I got my cousin Keith. Shout out to my cousin Keith. Clearly said this, which I think is fraud. The reason why the Miami Heat ain't NBA champions is because Tyler Hero ain't play.
Him enough wasn't the middle alone. It would have helped, but him enough wasn't the middle alone because he can't go up there and guard Joker Jamal Murray. So
I was
it'd have helped a little bit because he would have knocked down some shots, but it still wouldn't have been like the super deciding factor.
okay. All right, the Warriors at number 19 grabbed Brendan Pozimski. I think I got it right. Pozimski.
Yeah, spot up shooter, so he fits what they do. I think he played with small forward, power forward, right?
Let me make sure I got this correct. I mean, they got him at guard forward. He's 6'5".
Yeah, spot up shooter. So yeah, it's a perfect fit for him. Chris Paul and them kick it out to him. Steph kick it out to him, shoot the ball. I'm not gonna spend too long on this. It's a good pick.
Um, It's an all right pick to me. It's all right because I don't even know who he is. I'm not even going to
I
majority of these
watched I
dudes.
watched a handful of his game, not a lot. He was okay. He didn't never like light up the score, but he was the type guy would come with like 16, 15 points. He never went over like 20 points that I saw. And
Yeah, okay.
he played with Jalen Williams that played on the Thunder, the small forward. So that's the
That's
only
why I know
reason
who
why
that
I know
was.
about. That's the only reason why I know about him a little. But they played together for a year before last.
Okay. Next up, the Rockets grab Cameron Whitmore.
I don't know how he fell to 20. I don't. This kid, like Jay Billis said, he has an NBA ready body. Like I'm hearing he had like some bad workouts or something. So I say it had to be something like that because that kid is a beast, man. 6'6", 235. Boy got a like a Anthony. His player comp was sure they play for Minnesota. Anthony Edwards, that kid ready, man.
Mm.
6'6", like boom, he can play shooting guard or small forward because he can take the bump. Like Houston is going to be a problem in 2024. Once Emi and Doka come in there and set everything up and get everything rolling, man, all this you got Cam Whitmore. He gonna be up there. You got Jalen Green. You got Jabari Smith. He could play the 4. Your 5, they'll figure it out. Then, like I said, you got the other Tom. Who else they took earlier? Rockets, right? Yeah, they took the Thompson
Yeah.
kid. So yeah, they rolling, man. Like it's a good pick because Cam is a top 5 talent, man. Good pick by the Rockets.
Well, I was gonna say again, I gotta go back to it. The Houston Rockets are the modern day New York Knicks with all those stars because, I mean, here go another guy who's a beast, as you said, and
Yeah,
homeboy only averaged 1 assist a game.
you got to be mindful. It's 2 halves to college football, not basketball.
I
It's
got
not
you. I
it's
got
not
you.
4 quarters. So you got
Hold
to
on.
be you got. That's why
I
you're not
got
gonna see a lot of guys 20 points because it's
no,
only
no, no,
two
no, no,
halves. So two
no.
halves.
I said he averaged Hey, yo, you can at least give me 4. You can at least give me 4 and 2 halves. You can at least give me 4 assists.
That's everybody not good passes. He more so a scorer. So
Yeah, and
you know,
that's
I
why
get what you're saying though.
yeah, that's the point of why I'm saying what I'm saying is that they got nothing but raw talent on this team, raw talent on the Rockets. You feel me? It don't even look like you going. I mean, it would be one of the greatest championships, in my opinion, of all time if you was to win with this roster because it's young as shit and nothing but dynamics and talent.
They'll
I'm
add some veterans as like because it's free agency. It's just some guys might come there because you know
okay,
it's a lot of guys that got respect for Emu and Doko.
so it better be something like that because right now it just looked like raw
Who the
talent.
fuck knows? James Harden might pop up there. Who knows? But anyway, yeah,
Yo
good
said
pick by
that.
the
All right,
way.
let me 21. The Brooklyn Nets get now, I ain't
Noah,
gonna lie. I like this boy, Noah Clowney. I like
they
him. Alabama.
needed it, man. They needed it. They needed it because they lost Jared Allen to the Cavs a couple years ago. They needed a big buy. They got the kid Claxton. He cool, but you got him right there now. That's like you lost. It's like you lost KD, but you replaced him far size wise.
Yeah,
Noah
yeah,
Conley
you
can
did.
Noah Conley can shoot the ball, get to the rack, solid defender, man. Yeah, I like it, man. Like I said, another one. He was another one. Alabama was so good this year. This the first time Alabama had 3 guys won the first round this year in basketball.
Uh,
I think the last time they did that was like when Robert Ory and all them was drafted. Like, yeah, so that was
from
a good pick by the Nets.
okay. Well, I was going to say from everything that I'm looking at, far as with his numbers and all that. I feel like he definitely gonna be underrated. What's the name? Hold on. Who the Nets point guard?
Spencer Dinwiddie.
All right. I guess he gonna have to get with Spencer Dinwiddie because this guy look like he can do it. I just don't want him to be reduced to a Lob City guy when he got offense. When he got offense, you feel me? I don't want to turn that to a Lob City guy, but I'm gonna just leave it there and let it happen. The Nets is up one more time. Daquan Whitehead. I think I
Derek,
got this one
Derek,
right too.
nah, Derek
Tariq
Whitehead.
Whitehead. I think I got this one right too.
I think so. Yeah. He gonna be cool. Another guard like to help out. Duke. He would have been a little better. Got hurt, but yeah, he got the scoring. So the Nets definitely gonna be okay, man. So yeah. Jock, the kid, what's the guy? Jock Vaughn, the coach. You got some talent to work with.
Yeah.
Like they lost picks to trade for Harden and Katie, and then they got it all back, shipping both of them out of there. So yeah, they made the playoffs. They got swept, but that was what Embiid. So now they got some pieces. They got some pieces to look forward to. You know, Mikal Bridges. You got Dinwiddie, you got Ben Simmons. Like they got a lot of young talent over there in Brooklyn now. So definitely be on the lookout for them.
All right, next up, the team that seems to be getting dismantled. The Blazers get Chris Murray, Iowa.
Good pick. Like I said, they're gonna ship Dame out of there. You got
Mm-hmm.
him. He can play the 3. He can play the 4. He can shoot the
Yeah, he's
ball.
6.
6'7", 6'8". So yeah, you should play the 3 or the 4, whichever you prefer. Yeah, man, they're gonna scoot in them. Like I said, they're gonna be a young, fun team to watch. And like I said, Chauncey Billups is a great coach, so they're gonna have them kids playing hard. So I like it though. I like it.
The only thing is I'm gonna say is that I don't like about it is Chauncey. Lillard, you didn't let Chauncey get a chance to put his fingers on you. You feel me? But I mean, it is what it is because I feel like this. Chauncey having Leonard under him is way better than Chauncey having some young dude that he has to really teach the game. You feel me? Instead of giving with Damon Lillard, you giving him tips about the game. You should get ready to teach this guy how to keep women away from him, budget his money. You basically your son. So as I said, bro, I hate when veteran guys, you feel me, get the young kids, and you already know how it go. This might be a what Blazers might finish the season 22-80, some shit like that.
You mean
You feel?
60? You mean 60?
I mean, oh yeah, because that's right. It's 82 games. So yeah, I give them 22-60. Yeah, I don't see
Damn,
nothing.
I think they'll be a little bit better than that, but damn.
25 then, 25 wins. All right. Next up, the Kings get Oliver. You gonna have to
Or
help.
us, Olivier Maxis Prosper.
Yeah, what that nigga? He should have been a goddamn preacher with all that shit.
Yeah, no, literally.
Yeah. And you
Solid,
already
solid. Yeah, solid player. I watched a little tape on him. Shoot the
my
ball
bad.
6'8".
He not on the Kings. I take that back. He got traded to the Mavericks. My
The
bad.
Mavs, yeah. So yeah, they needed, like I said, needed help in the front court. They got the center one out. Now you got him at the 3 or the 4. Well,
Mm-hmm.
Luka and assuming like Kyrie is going to resign back because he like it there. So yeah, you could expect like 10 to 15 points out of him. It's a good pick.
Well, yeah. I ain't gonna be long on it. Exactly. I mean, you need big men. That's the name of the game. You got all those little guys. You need a big man. I definitely want to see what the Mavericks going to do with Kyrie too. Um, Next up, they took the Grizzlies, picked the Pistons. Marcus Sazier.
Uh, that's a pretty good pick.
I didn't know this dude was
Let's see.
6'1".
Point guard, yeah, I know, yeah, he definitely can get to the hoop. Like I said, the Grizzlies are just trying to see what's going on with
No,
no,
he on the
well not.
Pistons.
Oh yeah, he went to the Pistons. Oh yeah, he's gonna probably be backup point guard. They might put him at the point and then let Cade run the 2. Or if not, he's gonna come off the bench and be that spark to get you a couple of points off the bench. Remember how what's the name was for the Pistons, Lizzie, Hanna, and all those guys like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
So he might be that type of guy to give him some points off the bench because you gotta have some bench scoring in this league too. So it was a pretty good pick.
Hold on, how tall is Caden Cunningham?
6'6".
Because I was thinking maybe they could run them together, but that's
They
too
could. I
much.
mean, it's all depending on what Monty Williams want to do.
Yeah, because that's giving me Joe Dumars, Isaiah Thomas type vibes.
Yeah, because Joe Dumars wasn't that tall. He was only like 6'3", 6'2". He's
Yeah.
small as shit playing shooting guard.
All right, next up, the Pacers. Finally, the Pacers, they get Ben Bishop. I mean, my bad, Ben Shepherd. Ben Shepherd,
Shepherd.
my bad. 6'6"
Cool.
guard from Bellamont.
Belmont. He said Belmont.
Yeah, I said Bellamont.
Yeah, him and Tyrese Halliburton, good backcourt. You still got Christian Ward too. He could be that 3. Then they got Jarris. Well, like I said, Jarris Walker and Miles. So yeah, that's a good pick, man. Because like I said, him and Tyrese Halliburton, that's gonna be a nice young backcourt.
Yeah, I agree with that. Tyler, he definitely one of the guys who definitely underrated. Where he don't get as much talk, but I think he's gonna get that talk next year coming up. I got the Pacers making the playoffs, but I ain't too excited about what's going on. Next up, the Hornets. They grabbed Nick Smith Jr. from Arkansas.
Good pick. Good pick, man. The kid can go, man. He definitely can go. He can go fit him in there with LaMelo Ball hitting him in the corner. A couple spot up shots. He probably can play the 2 for them. Yeah, he's 6'5". So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's a good pick.
Um, I'm gonna tell you the three names they compared this guy to: Jamal Crawford, Malik Monk, and Jordan Poole.
I
And
can
what
see
I'm
that.
getting and what I'm getting from that, because I don't think Terry Rozier, he not on the Hornets no more.
I don't know who gives a fuck, honestly.
What I'm saying is Terry Rozier plays like Jordan Poole, gives you that type of vibe. So if they saying this kid is that, let's see what it works out during summer camp and see if he can be a starter. Let's see. You feel me? Because I definitely wanted Terry Rozier. I definitely wanted him to be one of the best players in the league. But I mean, too little, too small, and don't stay consistent. All right, next up the Jazz grab Bryce Sensabaugh,
Big
Ohio
guard,
State.
6'6", 235. So yeah, you put him in there. You put him at the 2. You got Colin at the 1. You got Jordan at the 3. You know, you got the other guys down low. So yeah, they got the draft. It's a good pick.
Yeah, I like it too because more than likely he gonna be coming off the bench. Of course, guys gotta play for their starting jobs. But I like it if he coming off the bench. I like it. We talking about the Jazz, like I said early when I was naming their picks. Could see the Jazz back into the playoffs this year. All right, this guy went to the Nuggets. Julian Stryther.
I think it's Strother, but still cool.
Stryther, yes, yeah.
It's cool. Yeah, shooting guard, small forward, gonna fit in perfect with them, man. You know what I mean? Especially with Joker and all them guys, he gonna get a lot of open shots. So he ain't got no pressure playing on the team. They just won a championship. You're gonna come off the bench, give him some scoring. Gonna basically be that Will Barton type player for them.
Mm. I don't even know who he is. This is like the second guy on this whole draft
Yeah, I
board
know
that I
about because I watched Gonzaga a little bit. Yeah, he definitely
yeah.
can.
Yeah,
He
that's
can go.
all.
He can go.
All right. Number 30, the Clippers get Kobe Brown. What a play
Yeah,
on words.
yeah. Numbers guard slash small forward. They got some size to him too. He's
Yeah,
two
he
hundred
do.
fifty two pounds, so he got a
Yeah.
nice body. So he gonna be out there back and guy down going to the hoop. And you might see him a little bit as some power forward since he got the size. That was a good pick for the Clippers though, because they needed more of a guy, especially if Kawhi and Paul George always on street clothes.
I mean, I like this pick if Paul George and Kawhi Leonard not hurt because they can actually win something with this guy. They can actually do it. Like it would be amazing to see him become Zion Williams before Zion Williams become and do what he did. So I'm definitely cool with that pick. And that's it. That's the last pick.
All right, everyone. Thank y'all for tuning in. For those who tuned in, great show, man. We'll be back next Tuesday, same bad time, bad channel. I had some pretty good topics for us. Like I said, I like to mix in other stuff besides sports because this is a podcast about all everything. I know sports is the main thing. That's why the name was changed. I'm gonna say it every time. So yeah, we're gonna talk some music. We're gonna talk about the BET Awards and some other stuff, upcoming NFL season, movies, etc., etc. Do your thing, co-host.
As always, man, it feels good to do the show with Big Bro. We definitely gonna be back live with some good action next week. Good action, good topics, good language. If you're looking for me, you can find me on Facebook. My name is Maurice Savage Jr. If you can't find me there, which I know you will, you can find me on Instagram. I_underscore AM underscore the Pharaoh. That's me, baby. It's DB life or no life at all.
Hey, one, y'all know what I'm about to say. Be great on the way to the figure 8 and always. I mean, always remember to hashtag keep that same energy from your host, Justin P., and my MVP co host, Mr. Maurice Savage Jr. We see you guys next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. We are out.